discover the history of Tiruvannamalai Arunachaleshwarar Temple. The Arunachaleshwarar Temple, or Annamalaiyar Temple, is a historic Hindu temple dedicated to Shiva and Parvati. It is located at the foot of the Annamalai Hill in Tiruvannamalai, Tamil Nadu, India. It is considered one of the most significant temples in the Tamil Shaivite tradition and is associated with the fire, Agni, element of the five traditional elements, Panchabhuta Sthalams. The main deity of the temple, Annamalaiyar, is a manifestation of Shiva, who is worshipped as the personification of the Arunachala mountain itself. His consort, Unnamalai Amman, is a form of Parvati. Shiva is worshipped as Annamalaiyar, meaning the mountain that cannot be reached, and is represented by the lingam known as the Agni lingam, symbolizing the element of fire. Parvati, revered as Unnamalai Amman, as per Thevaram hymns, is represented by the yoni, with her idol referred to as the Agni yoni. The temple's original and enduring name in Tamil tradition is Annamalaiyar Temple, as praised in classical Tamil Shaivite literature. The temple complex covers 10 hectares and is one of the largest in India. It houses 4 gateway towers known as gopurams. The tallest is the 217 feet eastern tower, making it one of the tallest temple towers in India built by Sevappa Nayakar. The temple has numerous shrines, with those of Annamalai and Unnamalai being the most prominent. The temple complex houses many halls. The most notable is the 1,000-pillared hall built during the Vijayanagar dynasty. The temple has 6 daily rituals, performed between 5:30 am and 9:30 pm, and 12 yearly festivals. The Karthigai Deepam festival is celebrated during the day of the full moon between November and December, and a huge beacon is lit at top the hill. It can be seen from miles around, and symbolizes the Shiva lingam of fire joining the sky. The event is witnessed by 3 million pilgrims. On the day preceding each full moon, pilgrims circumnavigate the temple base and the Annamalai Hills in a worship called Girivalam, a practice carried out by 1 million pilgrims yearly. History of God Shiva legend. Once, a dispute arose between Lord Brahma and Lord Vishnu over who was the supreme among them. To settle their argument and teach them the truth, Lord Shiva appeared before them as a boundless, infinite pillar of fire, known as the Jyoti Sthalams. Shiva declared that whoever could find either the top or the bottom of this pillar would be considered the greatest. Brahma took the form of a swan and flew upwards in search of the summit, while Vishnu assumed the form of a boar, Varha, and dug deep into the earth to find the base. After searching tirelessly, Vishnu humbly accepted defeat, realizing that the pillar was endless. However, Brahma, out of ego, lied that he had found the top, using the falling Taj Hampu, Ketki flower, as false proof. Angered by Brahma's dishonesty, Shiva cut off Brahma's 5th head and cursed him that there would be no temple solely dedicated to him. Pleased with Vishnu's humility, Shiva blessed him. Both Brahma and Vishnu realized that Shiva alone is the supreme reality, beyond creation and preservation, the infinite, beginningless and endless truth. To bless the world, Shiva manifested from this infinite light as the Arunachala Hill at Tiruvannamalai, representing his form as the fire element, Agni, among the Panchabhuta Sthalams. Later, Shiva revealed himself in the form of the lingam, known as Lingodbhava, symbolizing the supreme that is beyond comprehension, without beginning or end. Temple history. During the first half of the 19th century, the town along with the temple came under British rule. From 1951, under the provision of the Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowments Act, the temple has been maintained by the Hindu Religious and Endowment Board of the Government of Tamil Nadu, India. In 2002, the Archaeological Survey of India declared the temple a National Heritage Monument and took over its stewardship. Widespread protests and litigation with the Supreme Court of India, however, led the Archaeological Survey to see the temple back to the Hindu Religious and Endowment Board. Temple Complex and Towers. The temple is situated at the bottom of the Annamalai Hills and faces east, lying over 25 acres. The walls on the east and west measure 700 feet, the south 1,479 feet, and the north 1,590 feet. The present masonry and towers date back to the 9th century, as seen from an inscription in the structure made by Choja kings who ruled at that time. Further inscriptions indicate that before the 9th century, Tiruvannamalai was under the Pallav kings, who ruled from Kanchipuram. It has 4 gateway towers, the gopuram, on its 4 sides. The eastern tower, the Raj Gopuram, is the tallest in the temple. The base of the Raj Gopuram is made of granite, measuring 135 feet by 98 feet. It was begun by King Krishnadevrai, 1509–29 CE, of the Vijayanagar dynasty, and completed by Sevappa Nayak, 1530–280 CE. The inscriptions indicate that the tower was built at the behest of Sivanesa and his brother Loknatha in 1572 CE. The south tower is called Thirumansangopuram and the west tower is called Pei Gopuram. Agni Amman Gormi in the north. The temple has a total of 5 precincts, each of which holds a huge Nandi, the sacred bull of Sivan. Towers include the Vallala Maharaja Gopuram and Kili Gopuram, or Parrot Tower. Shrine inside the Annamalayar Temple. The main shrine of Annamalayar, also referred to as Arunachaleshwarar, faces east and houses the images of Nandi and Surya. It is considered the oldest structure within the temple complex. Behind the sanctum walls, there is an image of Venugopalaswamy, a form of Krishna, an incarnation of Vishnu. Surrounding the sanctum are images of various deities, including Somakanthar, Durga, Chandeshwara, Gajalakshmi, Arumugaswamy, and Dakshinamurti, Swarnabharva, Natraj, and Lingodbhavar, the last an image of Shiva emanating from Lingam. The Palliyarai, the divine room for resting deities, is located at the first precinct around the sanctum. The shrine of his consort, Annamalai Amman, lies in the second precinct, with Amman depicted in a standing posture. To the south of the 1,000-pillared hall, there is a small shrine for Subramanya and a large tank. Patal Lingam, the underground lingam, is the place where Raman Maharshi, 1879–1950 CE, is believed to have performed his penance. The shrine of Sivgangai Pilliyar is present in the northern bank of the Sivangangai tank. Worship and festivals. The temple priests perform the rituals during festivals and on a daily basis. Like other Sivan temples of Tamil Nadu, the temple rituals are performed by Pandits 6 times a day. The temple celebrates dozens of festivals throughout the year. 4 prime festivals, the Thiruvempavai, are celebrated yearly. The most important of these lasts 10 days during the Tamil month of Karthigai, between November and December, concluding with the celebration of Karthigai Deepam. A huge lamp is lit in a cauldron, containing 3 tons of ghee, at the top of the Annamalai Hills during the Deepam. Every full moon, tens of thousands of pilgrims worship Annamalayar by circumambulating the Annamalai Hill barefoot. The circumambulation covers a distance of 14 kilometers and is referred as Girivalam. According to Hindu legend, the walk removes sins, fulfills desires and helps achieve freedom from the cycle of birth and rebirth. Thiruvudal is another festival celebrated during the first week of the Tamil month Thai, in mid-January every year. On the morning of Mathu Pongal, between the 15th and 16th January, Nandi is decorated with garlands made of fruits, vegetables and sweets. The festival deities of Annamalayar and Unnamalai Amman are taken out of the temple to Thiruvudal street to enact the Udal, or love tiff, between the two in the evening. Religious significance. The Annamalayar Temple is one of the Pachabhut Sthalams, or 5 major Sivan temples, each representing a manifestation of a natural element: earth, water, air, sky, and fire. In this temple, Sivan is said to have appeared as a massive column of fire, Agni Jyothi. Saints and literary mention. Sambandar, a 7th century CE Tamil Shaivite poet, venerated Annamalayar and Unnamalai Amman in 10 verses in Thevaram. It is classified as a Paadal Petra Sthalam. Manik Kavkar, a 9th century CE Tamil saint and poet, revered Annamalayar and Unnamalai Amman in his writings. He composed the Thiruvempavai in the Tamil month of Margazhi at the temple. Arungirinatha was a 15th century CE Tamil poet born in Tiruvannamalai. He spent his early years as a rioter and seducer of women. After ruining his health, he attempted suicide by throwing himself from the northern tower, but was saved by the god Murugan. He became a staunch devotee and composed Tamil hymns glorifying Karthigai, the most notable being Thiruppugazh. The Western world learnt of Tiruvannamalai during the mid-20th century CE, through the work of Raman Maharshi, 1879 to 1950 CE. The cave where Raman meditated is on the lower slopes of the Annamalai Hills, with the Thiruvannamalai Asiramam further down at the foothills. The basement of the raised hall inside the temple has the Patal Lingam shrine underground in the temple, where Raman attained supreme awareness. Violence tried to eat his muscles and failed in it and went away from him. The place is also called a Mukti Thalam, meaning a place of salvation, and saints like Seshadri Swamigal, Gugi Nam Shivayar, Yogi Ram Surt Kumar have attained salvation within the temple.